Are you ready for the best roulette strategy yet? That's what I'm hoping for. It's my strategy submission into our content creator roulette tournament. Now, I must confess, I'm at a great advantage going last. Obviously, I can see the scores that have previously been put on the board, and I've seen the trouble that previous strategies have ran into, not just from this tournament, but from our community tournament, and obviously doing roulette strategies for a couple of years now. I know how these roulette strategies fall apart more often than not. So I've added a couple of conditions. I'm going to be the last strategy. So as things stand, the roulette master is in the top four. He's got a score of 1,165. So I need to beat 1,165. You've seen the 9 Street Hybrid before. Got some extra conditions and a new starting bet. Now, I know some of you will say, well, you can't change the rules. You can't change the rules. This is a brand new tournament. So, with a brand new strategy, that I can't change the rules in the semi final or in the final. What I submit now won't be changed. So, I'm calling this one the Matchmaker 9 Street Deluxe. There's only a little bit of a change in terms of when we're going to reset, and I'm also going to take away the positive progression when we get to a certain amount, so that you guys know that I'm just not making it up as we go along. I will explain it like early on so you know what's going on. When the ball lands, I get the bet on. I've reduced it to a $45 bet. Previously, you saw a $90 bet, but I think sensible wise, giving me enough progressions, I'm going to have it at a $45 bet. Let me just start the stopwatch. It looks like this, called the 9 Street Matchmaker Deluxe. You guys can play this yourself. So, $5 on 9 streets. Total bet, $45. What we're going to do on a winner, we're going to increase by 50%. I'm going to round it down. So I'm going to go to $7 if this wins. On a loser, we're going to double. We've won that one. So let me repeat the bet and get the positive progression on. So we repeat and we go 2 on all of these. It's 50%, but I've taken 50p off just because sometimes I might not have time. I mean, I've got 9 seconds. I probably do have time, but just for ease, I'm rounding down. So it goes from a $5 bet to a $7 bet. If we win these two, we reset. On a loser, we double up, win 2, reset. We follow the positive progression until our bets get $180 or higher. So that's basically, if you're changing these units, that's if you lose 2 before you get to reset, stop doing the positive progression. That's something that I've taken from some of these strategies. Right, we've lost. We've lost, so we're going to double up. That was a $63 total bet. So I'm going to repeat the bet and double. So now we have $126. So because the bet isn't $180 or more, we're going to continue with the positive progression. These are all $14 now. So if it wins, we're going to add 50%. So they will all go to $21. We'll win 2 and reset. I've also added, if we're not at session profit after winning 2, we half our bet. Hopefully I don't have to show you that, but it's there in case we need it. I'll show you what I mean. Hopefully I don't show you what I mean, but I'll explain a little bit better in a minute. Let me get this bet on because it's going to have to be reasonably fast. So we're going to get these all to $21. And if I just add the saved bet, that should make it a $21 total bet on the streets, I mean. So a total bet of $189. The bet is over $180, so I'm not doing the positive progression. So if I do lose this, I double up, and if I win the next one, no adding 50%. Just try and recoup. You go into like full recuperation mode if your bets are 180 or more, or basically didn't like that. I thought that was going to go into 0, or basically 2 losses on your progression. We're at 1,057. We've won the past 2 bets, so we are going to get the original base bet back on. So what's that? We're 3 minutes in. We've hit a loser, and we're around 50. Well, we're $60 in profit, or $57 in profit to be exact. So I think with this sort of setup, got a good chance of being in the top 4. think I've got a reasonable chance of making it in the 15 minutes, like pretty fast. If you win 2 in a row, so you win $15 profit the first spin. So this one will $45 bet. Return 60, so that's a $15 profit. And then this one, let's repeat it, add 2. And then this one's going to be a $21 profit if it wins. So 21 plus 15, we're looking at $36 profit, 2 spins if we win. Half an hour on this table, about 40 spins. So should be going into that top 4 if we don't go bust. Now, shout out to the Roulette Master. His score is $165 in profit. Where's this going? Okay, we won that. We're going to reset. So win 2 in a row. My balance is 1,093. Just keep that in mind in case we do go on a losing streak. We're going to start halving the bets if we win and haven't got back to that 1,093. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. The Roulette Master, 165. I said in his video, in his strategy, that he could have potentially doubled the units. He was using $5 units. I thought he could have gone for 10, but I do appreciate him protecting my bankroll. So if you go watch that video, that will probably be the reason why he'll get knocked out of the tournament if this one does. If this one gets into the top 4, the Roulette Master will have been knocked out because he used $5 units instead of $10 units, which, like I said, I appreciate him doing that because it reduced the probabilities of us going bust. That gameplay, he could have got away with $10 bets, but obviously you never know what's going to happen in half an hour. We could have gone on a losing streak and we could have gone bust. I rewatched the video. If we were using $10 bets, we wouldn't have gone bust. So you could have essentially doubled his profit. So we'd be looking at about $320 profit if he used $10 units. But he went early on, didn't he? Dead easy. I mean, it's dead easy to say in hindsight when you're the last one to go, oh, well, I'll use $10 units. Like, if he watched all of the strategies, knew the target to make, I'm sure he would have picked a $10 starting unit. But he went early on. In fact, he submitted his strategy before anybody else had gone, so he didn't know the target to get. I know the target to get. I've actually reduced the bets from what I played a couple of months back, but I still think I'll hit that target. So this is the deluxe version. This is like a safety version, but we should still, if we don't go bust, should still make some reasonable money. Zero's not good. We're expecting to hit some losers. I've got 9 streets covered, so I've got 27 numbers covered. Repeat and double. So we're on a $90 bet. We're going to follow the positive progression if we win. If we lose this, they go to 180. We pack the positive progression in and we just try and win 2 in a row and recoup. I actually forgot what my session profit was. I'm guessing 994. I'm guessing it's around $120. Something about that. We'll see. I should have had a look. Hopefully we don't need to find out. Anyway, positive progression time. So we've won that. We're adding 50%. So the $10 bets, if I just click this one, I get another $5. And now the $15 bets. Total bet, 135. I know just from experience, just from running the numbers, if this wins, it will get us into session profit because just one loss, win, increase by 50%, win, gets you in session profit. Let's have a look what we're at. 1,159. So I think I wasn't far off. I think our previous session profit was around about 130, about 120, 130, I think. So now our session profit, I don't need to be exact with this, is around $160, $150. We know from experience from this roulette tournament that if you're super duper strict with your reset target, like a couple of dollars off and you don't reset, you can pay the price. So I'm going to be sensible with the reset. Get close to session profit, restart. Good job we reset because we've missed that one. We're going to repeat and double. $90 total bet. Still a long way to go. With 27 numbers covered, that obviously means I've got 10 losers. I think I've got 4 losers. So if I go loser, 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 I think it's home time. I might have enough to do the 5th. Depends how much money I've got in the bankroll, obviously. If I get like to $1,500, then I think I'll have 5 losers in me. Oh dear. Here we go. So 2 losers in a row. We repeat and double. So we're at $180 total bet. We've got 20 on each. Like I mentioned at the start, if the bet is $180 or more, I am not doing the positive progression. Okay, I'm going to win 2. If I'm not at session profit, which I don't think that I will be, I'm going to have to half the bets. So I need to get back to $160 in profit. If I'm close, I'll just reset. 4 is not good. We've hit 3 losers on the bounce. Not good at all. Right, repeat. Double. 360 bets. Going so smoothly. For the first 10 minutes, it was going really well. Now we're on $360 bets. So I need to win 2 of these. I won't be at session profit. I know that. Then I'll half the bets. If I win 2 of these. Thought that was going to go back into 0. Right, so it's a $360 bet. Returns 480. That's just 1 win. We're repeating. So I'm not getting that 50% on. That's the change because when I originally submitted this to the community tournament, it was win 1, add the 50%, and then that'll essentially help you get into session profit. But this is a new tournament, so a new strategy. It's the deluxe version. We're not doing that anymore because I've seen what can happen. So I'm not going to be at session profit, I don't think. No, see, 1,084. What were we on? We were on $40 bet, so we're halving it. Okay. So now I'm on $20 bets. Total bet 180. This is the safety mode. Win 2 in a row, not a session profit, so don't fully restart. Just go back, just halve it. And then obviously if we do get to session profit, then I can reset. Okay, I think this is going to take me back to session profit, is it? I'm not there. Ah, I'm not there. I just repeat it. See, I'm close. I could make the call there to just reset it. I've got 18 minutes left. Probably a smart thing to just reset that. $20 short with $180 bets. What would you do? Would you reset that? I'm glad I didn't because obviously now I've pushed up a little bit and my profit should be pretty good. $200 in profit now. Now I'm resetting. Back to that $45 bet. So $20 away was like touch and go. Like if you want to play this yourself, depending on your risk tolerance, probably smart to reduce it. But obviously we're in tournament mode. We've got 30 minutes. I'm just trying to get back to session profit and let it go. 27 numbers covered. So I'm favourite to win every spin. I'm more like I should win roughly 3 out of 4. So the odds were in my favour that I was going to win that one, basically. Okay, that's a win. and we can go back with our positive progression. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So we hit some trouble then, and we recouped. That was a loser. That was a loser. That was a loser. So we doubled, doubled, doubled. 1, 2, halved. Wasn't a session profit. Hit that and then reset. Worked out quite nicely. That's not good. It's always frustrating when you lose the positive progression because you've got extra money on the table and you've just lost it. So as per the negative progression, repeat the bet, double. $126 bet. So if this wins, we are continuing with our 50% positive progression. So they will go to $21 bets. We're almost halfway through in terms of time. Good, that jumped out of 5, thankfully. So here we go. Repeat, get our 50% on. And then I can add it that way. And there's our $21 on each street for a total bet of $189. If this loses, double, but stop doing the positive progression. Hopefully we don't have to do that. We win, we reset, we go again. $20 is always good. Always like 20. Okay, we are at 261. Let's reset to that $45 starting bet. Feeling okay. I won't say too much, but this is where I want it to be, around $200 profit in the halfway point. It's not been plain sailing. We haven't won every single spin. We've hit some losers, we've recovered, which is always nice for the video just to show you. Like if I just go half an hour and just win every spin, obviously it's nice for my bankroll, but it doesn't really show you like how roulette works, does it? So that's a win. Just remind ourselves we're at 276. Repeat. And add our positive progression. It'd be nice if I could just win this positive progression and reset. I mean, we have won that positive progression when we went from 14 to 21. That's obviously a nicer one to win. But I'd just like to win these base bets, win the base bet, increase by 50%, win, reset. If I could just do that a couple of times, it'd be stress-free and it'd be very nice. I never like it when the ball does that. It landed where we wanted it to, though, so that's fine. So around $300 in profit. Reset. Like I said, I'm not being exact. Like 1297. If I get to 1295, I'm resetting. If I get to 1290, I'm probably resetting. But the way that this works is if we don't hit 2 losers on our progression, i.e., if we don't get to that $180 bet and we add our 50% whilst we win, we're always going to be in session profit. That's how it's basically coded into the system to always do that. On 312. And we're adding these 2. So I don't think, well, I'm pretty certain I'm not going to catch Jackpot Journey, the Magic Ravens strategy that made $1,000 in half an hour. But the original, when we played it and we were super strict with the rules, it lost $1,000. So it actually made its money back plus another $9. But it's top of the leaderboard after playing it the sensible way, after learning our lesson. But I don't need to be top. I just need to get into that top 4. Okay, we won and we're resetting. Yeah, so sorry, Roulette Master. I really hope that you get knocked out because I want to win this tournament. Not gonna lie, I want to win. I think this strategy, the deluxe version with the sensible conditions, half your bets, stop the positive progression, is a really good strategy. I think it's got it all. Like you make good money on your winning streaks. Let me just repeat this: two, 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 two. Add twos on these. Let's have a look at these numbers. So I mean, we have won one, two, three, four, five, six, seven in a row. And because I'm doing that positive progression, I'm making the most of it. I'm winning 15, winning 21, winning 15, winning 21. We've been on a losing streak, three in a row, recouped. So it's got the recoup, it's got the positive progression. Obviously, if I go loser, 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 it's home time. And near enough every strategy that you ever play will do that. Was that a positive progression one? Yeah, so we're going to reset. Like only your D'Alembert style systems or your Fibonacci's, where you start off low, can can withstand like five or six or seven losing bets. But when you've got 27 numbers covered, if you lose four or five in a row and you've got a good negative progression, aka you're trying to get your money back, you just can't do it. Right, we've got 10 minutes left and we're doing okay. We're doing pretty good actually. 1384 and time for the positive progression. So the semi-finals, first we'll play fourth, second we'll play third, and then obviously we'll have the final. It's 15 minutes, no changes to the strategies. Like what was submitted in 30 minutes will go to the 15 minutes. So you can't increase your bets for that shorter time frame. That's a win. We're at $400 profit, and we reset. So the reason why I have that rule is because the tournament is obviously it's supposed to be entertaining, and I'm hoping that you enjoy it. But I, I want to show strategies that can withstand a long session. And when I say a long session, I mean like 30 minutes. 30 minutes is a long time for me. I like to go in, win some money, and leave. So withstand your 30-minute sessions, but also do enough to win money in 15 minutes. Now, to be honest, 20's coming a lot. We like 20. Let me just get the bet on and I'll tell you what I was about to say. Add these two. To be honest, if you are going in to only play for a certain amount of time, like if you know you've only got 15 minutes, you should play accordingly. You should edit your bets accordingly. Like you might want to start this off with $10 units rather than $5 units if you've only got 15 minutes. If you know you've got a longer time and you just want to enjoy yourself and grind it out, then you want to play with $5 bets. If you've got all day, you might want to play with $1 bets. But obviously, this is a tournament and I'm not changing everything. Ah, yuck. And I'm not changing everything all of the time. That was a loser. We haven't had one for a while. So we're going to repeat and double. We're on that $126 bet. So that was our last loser, and then we just had a massive winning streak. What normally happens, which this strategy and many strategies don't like, is if you hit a long period of wins. We have for that section there, I think that's like 11 wins in a row. Then the losers come all at once, which is not what you want. Yeah, I don't mind losing one, winning two. This strategy works really well if you lose one, win two. Get out of zero. Good. So we're going to do the positive progression and get these up to 21. And just add that there. So yeah, this $189 bet. I feel like this is a bit of a game changer. Like if you lose this, then this can fall apart. So you want to win this one and then reset. Like this is basically it all depends on this spin, basically. That's a nice section of the wheel. I knew that was going to win based on where it was about to land. I'll show you that section of the wheel now. So we're at 1462 and we're back to session profit there. What I'm talking about session profit. We're back on the base bet. Yeah, so those numbers there, 9 landed. Look at this. My next loser was here, 3. So I had all this section covered. And then a loser here, 1. So we're like right in the middle of this section. Anything there is fine because the way that I set it up is those middle numbers. That's a loser. Good job we reset. So on a loser, we repeat and double. We've got 5.5 minutes left. Don't fall apart. I keep on forgetting what my session profit was. I think I just said it as well, didn't I? But I'm trying to explain so many things that I actually forgot. Let me just try and work it out. We've just lost 45. So I think it was about 1,450, something around that number. Because it's a $90 bet, if it wins, we're going to add the 50% positive progression. It lost. So we're not doing the positive progression. We're going to repeat and double. We're on that $180 bet. This is what happens when you lose 2 in a row with 9 streets. You're on a $180 bet. Loser, loser. My problem now is I don't remember what my session profit was. I think 450. So I'm going to need to win 2 in a row and then half it. And then if I'm close to 450, I'll reduce. But I need to win this first. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. It's just going to fall apart on us with 4 minutes left. Right. Repeat and double. We've been here before. 360 bets. I have enough to double up again. Don't want to. I definitely don't want to. 4 minutes left. Come on. The Matchmaker 9 Street Deluxe. Do not fall apart on me. 3 losers in a row. We can do the 4th. Okay, we won. We're not doing the positive progression. Our bets are over $180. We're not doing the positive progression. Repeat. If this wins, it's likely not going to get us back to 1,450. I'm sorry, that's a guess. It's about 1,450. I'm going to have to drop it to 2020. And then if I'm close to 1,450, reset. Need to win this first, though. I want to get off these $360 bets. Okay, good. 1,387. I know that's not session profit. So we're going to get these to $20 bets. So we're back down to 180. I think if this wins, I'm going to reset. We have made the rule like you don't have to be exactly at session profit to reset. What are we on here? If I'm over $400 profit, I'm resetting. Yeah, I'm guessing I was about that. I'm really sorry. I don't remember exactly what it was. It can't have been far off that number. So I am resetting. No need for $180 bets. Got 2 minutes left. People are going to say I've just freestyled this and made it up to win the tournament, but I did explain the rules before. win 2. If you're not a session profit, half your bet. And if you're then back at session profit or close to session profit, reset. I would have made more money. I've actually done myself a disservice. If I'd have just kept the bet, I'd have made more money. Anyway, repeat. Add 2, 2, 2 to all of these. Probably got 2 more spins. Yeah, so if anybody was going to complain, I would have made more money if 1,450 was the session profit and I reset too early. I would have actually made more money if I hadn't have reset. So it's all good. I want to play fair. That's a winner. We can reset, and I think that guarantees this strategy to be in the top 4 because we've got 1,483. This is going to be our last spin. And even if this loses, it's going to be $438 profit, which I think puts me second. I'm sorry, I don't have the leaderboard in front of me, but from memory, like the jackpot journey is number 1, and I think I'm second now. What do you think of this strategy? I think I've worked hard on this, like trying to calculate it, trying to put in the conditions to make it as good as possible. The stopwatch has just gone. 1,498. I'm happy with that. $500 profit, half an hour. This will be going through to the semi-finals. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can see the semi-finals. We'll be doing them next week. From memory, I'll put the scoreboard on the screen. I don't have it in front of me. I think it's going to be Magic Raven with Jackpot Journey. I think it's going to be Gamblers University. Forgot what, 521. I think it's going to be AOB with Millipede Minion. And then I think it's going to be me. So make sure you subscribe to see which one wins the tournament. Thanks very much for hanging out. Come and join the Discord for some community benefits, and I'll see you here in the next video.